The kayaker reveals he wasn't alone. He was out with his son.
Oh, he got ahead of you and you couldn't catch up.
On a warm afternoon at the end of July, the Porthcawl crew are called out. A local fisherman has called the Coast Guard after seeing a kayaker in trouble.
We're told that it's a person in the water, it's a kayaker, and he's fallen from his kayak and he's in quite a bit of difficulty.
The emergency caller has given little information. The crew have been told to head for Ogmore-by-Sea, a rocky bay 3 miles from Porthcawl.
It was a nice day, it was sunny, but there was a really, really strong easterly wind. The sea conditions, they were choppy. If I'm being thrown about on the lifeboat and the lifeboat is being lifted out of the water, what's going on with the casualty? Where are they? How are they coping?
The report is a grey blue kayak nailed in the water wearing a black kayak.
You have to consider what that person may do. They may think the best thing for them is to abandon their kayak and try and swim, but then you also think there may be a medical reason why this person can't get back into their vessel. So all of that is going through your mind in a very short period of time.
What colour was it then? Grey-blue. Grey-blue kayak.
The crew reached the search area in less than 10 minutes. The kayaker is nowhere to be seen.
Trying to find a kayaker in the sea, the saying a needle in the haystack doesn't do it justice.
You're definitely going to incidents like that blind, unless the Coast Guard still has contact with the first informant. The information could be quite sketchy.
We were speaking to the Coast Guards constantly, trying to find out more information.
We're about to arrive Ogmore-by-Sea, drifting towards Porthcawl.
It wasn't until we got a good 300 metres from him that we were able to see him. And as soon as we saw him, it was very obvious that he needed help and he needed it quick.
Ogmore Deep is notorious for its steep, sharp limestone cliff wall rising up along the shoreline.
The casualty's position, being close to rocks and what behind is a small cliff face, there was no real way out for him. There are caves, and you just wouldn't want to think what would happen if somebody got drawn into those.
And conditions are also increasingly dangerous for the lifeboat.
As we're getting closer to the rocks, we're getting to quite shallow depth. You could risk, running the boat into the rocks.
All right. Yeah, get back open, get back, yeah. There we go. Right, yeah. We'll drag us over now. Right? Yeah. Oh, that's very much.
When I got to him, he said thank you. I don't know, I can't remember how many times, but several times he kept saying thank you, thank you.
There we go, the boys have got you. Contact!
All right.
You can tell when people have just had enough, exhausted, and really just want to get on a boat that floats.
Yeah, across the back there, is that?
Once he's in the boat, there's a couple of key questions you need to ask before we can relax. Are you on your own? Is there anybody else? We need to make sure that there isn't somebody else in a similar situation or in a worse situation.
Today, there is someone else involved. The kayaker reveals he wasn't alone. He was out with his son.
Oh, he got ahead of you and you couldn't catch up.
But when he capsized, he lost sight of his son's kayak and has no idea where he is now.
When you find out that there's a second person involved, that then becomes quite a serious incident. I think just on the side of caution, if one's got into difficulty, we would make the initial assumption that the other may be in difficulty as well, and we would need to start searching for them.
raise the alarm, an update comes in from the Coast Guard. The kayaker's son has been found safe on shore.
You seen it there, yeah? Yeah. Hell of a way to kayak from here. What? Hell of a way to kayak. You just go worse. Yeah, no. It's been picking up all afternoon.
People do underestimate the sea. It can really look quite nice and appealing, and it's not until you're out there and in a situation you realise how unforgiving and how relentless it can be. Sometimes people just get caught out, and he's one of those people.